veganism isn't about the environment. Fact. Veganism isn't about your health. Veganism is a justice movement which states that humans should live without exploiting animals because, like children, animals aren't objects to be bought, sold, commodified, utilized, sexually assaulted, enslaved, or exploited in any way. Okay? Okay, so let's go over it again. Veganism is a justice movement which states that humans should live without exploiting animals because, like children, animals aren't objects to be bought, sold, commodified, utilized, sexually assaulted, enslaved, or exploited in any way. Okay, let's sing it. Veganism is a justice movement which states that humans should live without exploiting animals because, like children, animals aren't objects to be bought, sold, commodified, utilized, sexually assaulted, enslaved, or exploited in any way. Go to That Vegan Teacher on YouTube and search for The Truth About the Animals You Eat. It's only 8 minutes long. We don't buy meat. We don't buy dairy. We don't buy eggs. We don't buy leather. We don't buy fur. We don't buy wool or silk. We don't steal from animals. We don't eat cats, cows, dogs, pigs, chickens. We don't eat turkeys. We don't eat frogs. We don't eat anyone. We don't go to places like circuses if there's animals there, or zoos because those animals have been taken out of the wild. We don't go to places like SeaWorld because we don't believe in kidnapping whales and putting them in little swimming pools for people to gawk at. Thank you, TikTok, for being here. Hi over there on YouTube. TikTok, thank you so much for being here. If you want to come in and talk to me, you can. We're just listening to the definition of veganism. Thank you very much for sharing. I see that Debbie is here and Brooke is here. Thanks for coming. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, Benjamin. I see that you just did that. And thank you also to Lane for being here. Over here on my YouTube channel, we have, so I have 2 phones going in case you're wondering. So over here on my YouTube, we have other people coming in. Hey, somebody's name is Hummus420. Awesome. You're saying to everybody to go vegan. Thank you so much for teaching here. Really appreciate you. Yes, we get enough protein. Plants have protein. That's how elephants get so big and giraffes get so tall. Yes, we get enough vitamins and nutrients from all of the different foods that we eat. Yes, we take a B12 pill. It costs 5 cents. Yes, there are vegans in the Olympics. The Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics has clearly stated you can be vegan at all stages of development, including pregnancy and lactation. Veganism is a justice movement which states that humans should live without exploiting animals because, like children, animals aren't objects to be bought, sold, commodified, utilized, sexually assaulted, enslaved, or exploited in any way. Veganism is a justice movement which states that humans should live without exploiting animals because, like children, animals aren't objects to be bought, sold, commodified, utilized, sexually assaulted, enslaved, or exploited in any way. It's not a diet. It's not. It's not a trend. It's not about you. It's about them, the animal victims. Leave them the fuck alone. Them, the animal victims. Leave them the fuck alone. There you go. Now you know what the definition of veganism is. I have an itch on my face here. My name is Miss Katie. I'm That Vegan Teacher. I'm 61 years old and I have been vegan for 9.5 years. Let us know in the comments a little bit about you. Over here on TikTok, sorry, this is my YouTube. YouTube. Hi, everyone. So the reason that I do live streams is because people tell all kinds of lies about me. And some people even say that I eat meat, which is not true. So I'm here to, set the record straight. I have to do lives to do that. And thankfully, a few of you guys are here. I really appreciate you. Thank you, everybody here on TikTok. They're tapping on the screen. Keep on tapping on the screen. Keep sharing the live stream with people who like animals. And over here on YouTube, if you know anybody who cares about animals or the planet or even their own health, this is the place to be. We're going to be getting people to come in here.
Over on TikTok, if you want to come on the screen to talk to me, you have to be over 18. I see Courtney put an ice cream quote on the screen, and I know it's vegan, Courtney, right? So you're going to go on the vegan fantastic list. Courtney, Courtney. Courtney gets a check mark beside her name. Thank you so much. Hey, Katie Veg, thanks for being here too. I see you put some roses on here. And over here on my YouTube channel, you guys are sharing. It's going super quick over here. It's a bit hard for me to read. Don't write anything bad here. If you have any questions and you absolutely want me to answer them, just come on in. But you have to put a super chat here if you really want me to see it, okay? Because it's going kind of fast. Over here on TikTok, we're going to get somebody to come in and talk to me. Remember the rule. You can ask me or say anything. Ask me anything you want or say anything, but you have to teach something first. So now you all know the definition of veganism, right? It's not to exploit animals. Veganism is not a diet. Veganism is about being kind to the animals and just basically not being an a-hole, all right? It's not that hard. We don't steal from animals. So we heard the song. Everybody knows what it's about. Fantastic. So we're going to just, hang out here for a bit and see what happens. So let me go to the first person over here on YouTube. I think it was Courtney actually who put some ice cream cones on there. So Courtney, if you want to come in and read a card, you're welcome to. Hi, Courtney.
Hello.
Hi, where are you in the world?
I'm in the United States.
In the United States. Okay, I'm having a bit of a trouble hearing you, so I'm gonna put my volume all the way up. Make sure YouTube, can you guys hear the call over here on TikTok? Yeah? All right, cool. So just make sure you speak nice and loudly, okay, Courtney? What brings you here today?
I'm here. I'm an inspiring vegan.
You're an aspiring vegan. You want to be vegan?
Yes.
All right. That's why you put a vegan ice cream cone on the screen as a decoration, right?
Yes.
All right. So do you know why vegans are kinder than God?
Because God is either drunk, stoned, or don't exist.
That's right. He's either drunk, stoned, lazy, stupid, or he's dead, or he never existed at all. All right. So you've been listening to a couple of my live streams. That's very cool. Is there anything in particular you would like to learn about? Do you know the definition, the difference between vegetarian and vegan?
No.
No. Okay. Would you like to read that card? I'm going to read this card. Oh, it's backwards over here. You able to read this card out loud to the people over on my YouTube channel over here?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm going to find my magnet. Oh, here's one. Look at, I have all these magnets. I'm going to take one, and I'm going to put my little card on the back of my TikTok over here. And thank you guys over here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much for sharing, guys. Thank you for all the likes. Really appreciate that as well. So if you guys really want to get a hold of me and say something, make sure over here on YouTube, if you do put a super chat, that it's kind, okay? Don't do anything mean. Yesterday there were some mean ones, and that's not helpful to the animals. Okay, Courtney, I'm flipping the screen over here. Thank you for being here. We're going to learn the difference between being vegetarian and vegan. So what do you see as the title there? What's the title say?
Don't be vegetarian. They still hurt animals. Be vegan instead.
Exactly. Be vegan instead. Awesome. Thank you. So at the top of the screen on the left, do you see 4,300 likes?
Yes.
All right. So you're going to tell everybody, say, tap on the screen, guys, share the live stream, and encourage me. So they should encourage you because you are the teaching assistant.
Tap on the screen.
All right, keep going. Remember, you got to keep talking, right? This is how you do a live stream. You got to keep talking. You're going to read what's there. Go for it.
Don't be vegetarian. They still hurt animals. Be vegan instead. Unlike the word vegetarian, the word vegan. Specifically.
Okay, let me help you out. Let me help you out for a second. Unlike the word vegetarian, the word vegan specifically implies moral concern for animals. So in other words, vegans are better than vegetarians. Don't be vegetarian, be vegan. Keep reading the rest.
Veganism is much more than just a diet. Vegans do their best not to wear leather, fur, wool, or silk and are against zoos, circuses, rodeos, animal testing, and any other industry that explicits or abuse animals.
Okay, any other industry that exploits? Do you know what the word exploit means?
Yes.
Okay, what does it mean?
Exploits. Like, be
Exploit,
cruel to them.
it basically means you use them, okay? So if somebody is exploiting somebody, they might be using them as a slave, they might be using their body parts. Basically, it's not being kind. We don't exploit humans, and we should not exploit animals either. So we don't steal from them. Can you think of some things that humans steal from animals that they should not be stealing?
Their food.
Their food, okay. When are we stealing the food from animals?
Um, like, like for rabbits, example, their carrots.
Okay, so let me just back up a bit, okay? Vegans are not stealing the animals' food. They have their food, we have our food. What we are stealing from animals is their dignity. We are kidnapping them from their families. We are stealing their freedom. We are stealing their wings. If somebody is eating chicken wings, they have stolen the body parts of innocent chickens who didn't consent to have their wings chopped off. If somebody is, for example, wearing wool or buying something made out of wool, well, here's a little lamb, okay? Here's a mama. If somebody's eating lamb, that's cruel. That is not vegan. It's a cruel thing to do. Oh, sorry guys, I didn't realize I had a super chat over here on my channel. I must have missed it. Sorry about that. I see somebody gave a $5 donation. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. I'll try to keep my eye open, okay? Because I do want to read your comments if you are giving a super chat over here. Over here on TikTok, thank you guys for putting the little roses on the screen here. I see that somebody, what's this? Most sent God. Okay, copy and paste. Well, you can copy and paste the word God all you want. Doesn't make him kind. All right, so we're talking about we don't believe vegans do not hurt animals, so we don't believe in breeding them into existence. We should not be shaving them. We should not be hurting them in any way, stealing their wool or their feathers. Make sense, Courtney?
Yes.
All right, cool. So now, what did you learn today so far in our vegan class?
Don't be cruel to animals. Don't steal their limbs for body parts.
Right, good. Yeah, don't steal their wings, right? Wings
Yes.
belong to the animal who has them. Wings, we don't steal the wings from eagles. We shouldn't steal the wings or the eggs from anyone, any swans or ducks. That's what veganism is all about. It's about being kind to the animals.
Okay. I do have a question though.
Sure.
But I'm like I said, I'm on the verge of want to be vegan. But what if an animal is like at the end of their life cycle? Is it okay to eat them then?
Can you give me an example of when that would ever happen?
Like, say if like for a chicken example is like on the
Sweetie,
verge of
listen,
dying.
chickens are killed at about 6 or 7 weeks of age after a lifetime of hell on factory farms because they have been bred to grow so fast that by the end of that 6 or 7 weeks, they are so big and they can barely stand up. Humans torture chickens. See, that's never going to happen. There's never going to be an old chicken. It wouldn't be worth it to the company who is enslaving them. They kill them as soon as they're big enough to eat, and they're just like on an assembly line. It's absolutely horrific.
Okay.
Okay? Same with all animals. All animals are killed very young. For example, pigs are killed at just 6 months old. They're still very, very young. And people chop them up into pieces, turn them into bacon, sausage, ham, pepperoni, salami, and that's just not necessary. It's wrong. Hey guys, thank you over here on YouTube. Thank you very much. I see that Peter is there on YouTube. Hazel, Barry, hi. Thanks for coming. Guys, all the cool people are showing up. And over here on TikTok, let me see. Caitlin just came in. Got Mia who joined. Thank you, Kiara. Somebody named Speedy Car just joined. Thank you guys for putting the decorations on the screen. Appreciate that very much. And do you have anything else you want to say, Courtney?
Yes, I have one more question.
Okay.
What do you think about calling me Chris and Umpaville
I think
being married?
well, I think they are terrible people because they hurt animals and they know they don't have to.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's all.
the people who are famous and could so easily say to their audiences, "Hey guys, let's strive to be vegan. Let's do our best not to exploit animals." The people who have that opportunity with a big platform and don't use it, that's pretty cruel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have any respect for people like that. Thanks for being here, though, Courtney. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right. Take care. All right. Hey, TikTok, thank you very much for tapping on the screen. We're up to 8,000 likes. Keep on tapping and keep on educating. Put all these different fruits and vegetables here. Hey, Harper, I see you. And over here on my YouTube channel, what do we have here? Thank you guys. You're tapping on the screen as well. I see a few little hearts there and some smiley faces. This is awesome. If you guys would like to come, want me to read your comment, or you have a specific question over here on my YouTube channel, just make sure that you put a super chat so I can see it. All right. Otherwise, it's just going too fast. I'm going to be over here on my TikTok. All right. So we're talking about being kind to the animals and not hurting them. Right? Okay. So we're going to listen to a song now. It's really quick and it's called Be Vegan, Not Violent. And I want you to think about the words that you're hearing. Right? God is not kind. God is violent. God created animals to devour baby animals in front of their crying mothers. We have a bunch of cards about that, actually. Let's just listen to the song for 1 second. It's very short. Oh, hold on a second. I just saw a super chat come up really quickly. Addison. Hi, Addison. Thanks for the super chat. So you donated $1.99. Thank you for that. And you wrote that you believe God cares, even when the world hurts. Why do you choose to believe a lie? It makes you feel good, I guess, right? To imagine that there's a sky daddy up there. You know, but what's more important for us to do is to actually study the truth and believe in science, right? You don't need God to be good. You don't need God to give you hope. Look in the mirror. Have faith in yourself. You can be strong. You can do the right thing. In fact, you know, vegans are kinder than God because we are every single day, 3 times a day, doing our best not to enslave animals, not to use them or abuse them. Every single day, God is not helping. Sad, but it's true. We have to face the facts, right? We have to be brave enough to face the truth. Show empathy, have mercy.
Animals are here with us, not for us.
That's right. Animals are here with us. They're not here for us to use. Animals are here like children for us to protect. God is not helping. God is actually cruel. The question is never, does God exist or not? Let's just assume that God exists because some entity created all of this, right? But that entity is powerless now. You can clearly see that. That entity clearly made a huge mistake. You see, if vegans designed the planet, well, we would be a lot kinder. We'd be a lot smarter. Look, I have even all these cards here. I don't know if you guys can read on TikTok, but if you can read and you want to come in and read a card, you can. Just make sure you're over 18. All right, I'm going to read this first card right now to you guys. Why are vegans kinder than God? Because if vegans had created the world, they would never have created lions who must suffocate baby zebras to survive, in order for the lions to survive. Instead, vegans would have created only animals who never need to harm or eat anyone. Right? Makes sense? Yeah, vegans are much, much kinder. So it also says here on these cards that I developed for you guys as teaching tools that all beings would still enjoy rich, joyful lives. We would, all these animals, all of us would be able to explore the grasslands. We'd be able to splash in streams. We'd be able to run for fun and bond with family. And when everyone's time came, well, every animal would simply fall asleep peacefully and never wake up. Think about it. We would ensure the balance without terror, bloodshed, or fear. That's what vegans would do if we could have created the planet. Vegans would have been smarter than God. Vegans would have been kinder than God. So thanks, guys, for being here. Thank you very much for being here to learn a little bit. I'm going to get the next person in here on TikTok. And remember, you must be kind. Do not be cruel. And make sure you're over 18. Thank you guys for sharing the live stream over here on TikTok. Let me see who else. If you share right now, I'm going to read your name out loud. I'm not sure why you're writing that steaks are yummy over here on TikTok. That has nothing to do with anything. We're here to protect the animals. I mean, steaks might be yummy, but that's not a reason to hurt animals. Eat other things. Okay? Exactly. Yeah. Keep on tapping, guys. You're doing a great job. Hey, Z, I see you here. I think Z might want to come in. Let me see. I feel like Z was here before. That name sounds familiar. Look at all these messages that are being held, guys, because you're writing mean things, aren't you, on YouTube? Don't do that. Don't write mean things. Remember, you can be a hero for the animals. That's right. You can be a hero. Hey, Z, I think you are muted.
Hey,
Welcome to my live stream. How are you today?
I am good. What about yourself?
I'm good, thank you. Can you just wait 1 second because I have a super chat over here on my
Yeah.
YouTube channel. I want to read it out loud. This person donated $2.97 Canadian and wrote, "It's called the circle of life. We are omnivores." Well, no, it's actually called the circle of torture and death when humans are involved. And you're still missing the point. You, my dear, whose name is Tourette's, you don't have to hurt animals. So why do you do it? Why did you pay $2.79 to come here and tell me that you enjoy exploiting animals? Why don't you write something kinder, such as that you're trying to save them? All right? Do it with the next super chat. Write something more helpful. All right. Z, can you tell us a vegan fact? What do you know so far? What have you learned from my channel so far?
I've learned that we shouldn't eat meats and we should not exploit animals.
Okay, good. Yeah, we shouldn't eat meat. What else should we not eat?
Eggs, anything that the animals produce.
That's right. We shouldn't be stealing eggs because in the egg industry, a very terrible thing happens, which is all the baby boy chicks are macerated. They're cut to pieces because when they grow up, they'll never be able to produce eggs. So they kill all the boys. That's pretty cruel.
That's horrible.
It is horrible. Did you ever see the videos about it?
No, because I just discovered your channel a week ago.
Okay. Well, just 1 sec. I just have a super chat here. I just want to read this one. This is by Alain. And Alain donated $4.99. Thank you very much for doing that. And Alain writes, "I really don't think you should be telling people what to do. And yet you're here telling me what to do." Hey, Alain? Doesn't that seem like rather hypocritical of you, Alain? It's fascinating, right? Do I really need to read the rest of what you wrote here, Alain? You're telling me I shouldn't tell people to be kind, right? It bothers you, right? That I tell people not to hurt animals? Why don't you go to your therapist, Alain, and ask your therapist why you paid money to come here to be cruel? It's fascinating. Okay, come back and let us know after. Next person. All right. We have another super chat here. Oh, Alain. It's Alain again, who paid another $4.99 over on YouTube to say something else that's cruel. People are really strange. Let's read this. I'll read part of it at least. Alain writes, "We love L-O-V-E, with an extra E. We love chicken." That's great, Alain. You changed your mind? You love chickens now? That's amazing. Okay, guys, tap on the screen. Alain just changed his mind, and he's now saying that he loves chickens. Good job. You know, though, you don't have to, Alain. You don't have to love them in order to realize that they have a right to live, right? You don't have to love chickens. Vegans don't have to love animals. We just have to realize, we do realize, that everyone has a right to exist, and we don't have a right to chop their heads off, to bite into them. A chicken's wings belong to the chicken, not to us. Okay? Thank you, though, Alain. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you being here. Oh, we got another super chat. This one is by Chris Verdi, 2670. Let's see. I got to take a deep breath for this one because, you know, these super chats over here have not been super kind. Give me a second. Hey, TikTok. Aw, you guys are so nice, spamming all this vegan meat. Look at that. Oh, look at that, a vegan burger. Vegan Bacon TikTok. What, do you guys need a big hug? That's really sweet. Thank you so much. Look at that. All right, let's see what this says. Chris writes, damn, you're gonna make the lions vegan. Damn, you gonna, no, not gonna make the lions vegan. Can't do that. We can't. Because, well, you know, it's complicated a little bit. You see, lions don't want to hurt animals necessarily. They just have to. They're designed that way. They are obligate carnivores. So it's kind of sad. Maybe one day in the future, we will be able to create a type of meat that lions can eat without killing animals. But right now, this is what we're stuck with. But you don't have to hurt animals. And you on TikTok, you don't have to. You live near a store and you can choose to be kind, you know? Veggies, fruits, nuts, and seeds. Put them in your shopping cart because peace begins on your plate. So open up your heart to the animals. Don't hurt them. Don't be mean. Okay? Okay. By the way, guys, just in case you're curious about my life at all, on a personal level, today I went to a really great, really tough fitness class. My friend's daughter is a teacher in this type of fitness class where you go in, it's all dark and it's like sort of a disco atmosphere. And it was at 8:30 in the morning and we did all these core exercises, all kinds of different types of things with a ball and a big elastic. And we did all kinds of leg lifts and sit-ups. It was amazing. I mean, I really did get a good workout, but it's not for me. I didn't like being in the dark for that. I like being in the dark if I'm dancing, like at a club or something like that, or at a house party. But when I'm doing exercise, I want to be somewhere where there's some light. It just felt kind of depressing. All right, hold on. TikTok, thank you so much for being here. Oh my goodness, who just came in? Nostalgia came in, Harper came in. Guys, I see some of you guys are just lingering and not sure if you should come in. Come on in. Hold on one second, okay, Zoe?
Okay.
Okay, we have over here another super chat. Person wrote, what about animals that wouldn't exist without the mass agriculture system that changed the evolution of them? Example, modern cows. I'm not sure what you mean. What about the animals that wouldn't exist? Well, once we get a vegan world, which is inevitable, you know, we can't sustain what we're doing right now for the planet. We'll need many more planets just to be able to continue what we're doing. It's absolutely atrocious the way that we treat animals and the planet because of animal agriculture. But, you know, the idea is that people will become vegan gradually, not everybody overnight. And then eventually these animals will be phased out. For example, cows will be phased out because humans right now are forcing them to exist. We are breeding them into existence, and that's cruel. That's sexual assault, right? So we're not okay with it. Okay, I don't know if I answered your question, but I sure hope I did. Let's see if there's another super chat here. Okay, this person writes, oh, another super chat for $4.99. This person named Il XOV Blue. XOV Blue. Okay, I'm trying to figure out why you would pick that name, but okay. And it says, ma'am, I don't mean to be cruel, but I just want to say that Jesus loves you and you can still repent. Jesus is Lord. Okay, well, that's not cruel because, of course, Jesus loves me. Why wouldn't he? I'm here doing God's work. God is lazy. God is either drunk, stoned, lazy, stupid, or dead. That Jesus guy, he seemed pretty nice. Imagine killing him. Imagine how fucking cruel God is that he would sacrifice his only son. Like, imagine that, right? I take my son and I say, I'm going to sacrifice you. We're going to stick a bunch of nails into you on a cross. The fuck? It's so messed up. Poor Jesus. Jesus tried to be good, you know, he tried to be kind. He sort of, apparently he, you know, there's these rumors, you know, in the Bible where they talk about that he apparently like created some fish or something out of the blue. Come on. Miracles don't happen like that. I don't believe it for a second. Jesus would never hurt an animal. What? I mean, he was such a good guy, so compassionate. You know, he wouldn't. Not at all. I don't believe it for a second. If Jesus was here right now beside me, Okay, let's make a little space for Jesus. If Jesus was right here beside me, what would he say? If I said, Jesus, do you like what I'm doing here trying to save the animals? Jesus, do you like what I'm doing here trying to save the planet? Hey, Jesus, do you like the work I'm doing here on TikTok and on YouTube by telling people that it's healthy to be vegan? Do you think you approve of all this? What do you think, Jesus? Everyone knows what he would say. He'd say, Miss Katie, I'm really proud of you, right? Because Jesus is proud of all good people. All right, so I hope I answered your question there. Well, you're saying that Jesus loves me. I guess you didn't really ask a question, did you? You just told me. And so, yeah, of course Jesus loves me. I'm going to press a heart on that. Thanks for that. Okay, oops, hold on a second. All right, YouTube just told me that they're holding a bunch of your inappropriate comments. So many comments are being held. My goodness, what on earth are you guys writing? Now I'm very curious. I hope you're not being really mean about stuff, guys, over there. Hey, yeah, how's it going? Do you want to say something?
Yeah. I have a question, but do I have to read first?
Would you like to read? That'd be awesome. Can you read card number 2?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Thanks for being here and being so patient. All right, there we go.
No,
Okay, so you're reading card number 2, and the title is?
Why are vegans kinder than God?
Yeah.
Because if vegans had created the world... Wait, didn't we read about the vegans and vegetarians, though?
Yes, we read that, and now we're reading why vegans are kinder than God. Because if vegans had created the world, they never would have created wolves who chase deer to exhaustion and tear them apart. Vegans would never have created a world like that. Keep reading.
Okay. Because if vegans had created the world, they would never have created wolves who chase deer to exhaustion and tear them apart. Instead, vegans would have created animals capable of living together without violence. Life would still be full of adventure, climbing hills, prancing through snow, learning the land. And population balance would be achieved because each being would be designed to die calmly in their sleep at natural time, with no suffering required.
Right. So see, vegans thought about everything. If we had been in charge, we would make sure that all the animals die in their sleep without ever suffering. Imagine you could go walking in the woods and never worry that a wolf is going to attack you, and that there would never be an overpopulation, because we thought about everything. But you see, what we don't understand is if God is so smart, why didn't he think of it? If God is so kind, why didn't he think of it?
I mean, I do agree that vegans are kind, but I do not agree that they are kinder than God. And
can you give me an example? Explain that. What is God? I just explained to you that we are trying to save animals from pain, torture, and suffering, and God is creating animals to be tortured.
Yeah, I completely respect your opinion, and
well, it's not an opinion; it's a fact. So
okay,
can you try to explain what I just said? Just stick to that actual subject, okay? Why did God do such an evil thing when he didn't have to?
Okay, so I've actually joined numerous times, and I've talked to you about this topic, and like it's your opinion or fact.
See, you're still, once again, you're not responding. I'll ask it. It's a very simple question, okay? Why did God do such a cruel thing by creating animals who rip other animals to shreds when they don't have to? God created some animals like giraffes, which is awesome. They eat plants. And elephants.
Yeah, I have a giraffe on my profile picture.
Okay, but that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Okay, your profile picture is a separate thing. I'm asking you the question. So
I love animals. Okay.
Oh, wait, 1 second, please. I'm sorry. Just give me 1 second. Okay, we have somebody named Hunter who put a super chat up here and writes, honest question, just trying to understand. Do you support abortion? If so, how could you as a vegan? I'm not here to talk about humans. I'm not here to talk about abortion. That is between a woman and her doctor It's not for me to decide what women are going to do with their bodies. All right? However, I'll be honest with you. I think that if somebody is going to abort a sentient being, that's a different story. So when do humans become sentient? Well, that's another discussion. Okay? All right. But on the other hand, I also don't think that we should force women to stay pregnant. They are going to be terrible mothers if they don't want those children. And the society doesn't help. So yeah, that's a whole other subject. Okay? Give me one more second. I'm sorry, Z. I have another super chat here.
No worries.
Jim Bob donated $5. And Jim Bob says, it's not evil. Stop interrupting her. I guess he thinks I'm interrupting you. Z, just one sec. I don't know who he's talking about, but maybe. And writes, you're not kind by just screaming over people trying to prove your point when you're wrong. Okay, well, here, let's try this for a sec, okay? Let's just see if Z is actually going to answer the question. Okay, hold on. Okay, Z, go ahead.
Okay, because God created everything. He has a point, but we do not know what the point is.
Okay, you still didn't answer the question. You didn't answer the question. Why would God create animals who are going to rip apart other animals when he didn't have to?
This is my answer. My answer is basically we do not know why God did that, but everything that God did, he has a point to it.
How do you know? How do you know he has? How do you know he had a point? How do you know he's just not drunk and stoned? And in the middle of creating the world, he just fucked up. Maybe he's up there right now, biting his fingernails and going, "Oh shit, I really fucked up. Oh my God, why did I create lions?
Okay.
Why did I create?" How do you know? How do you know he doesn't regret it?
Because God knows everything, and he wouldn't create.
How do you know that God knows everything? How do you know he knows everything?
Okay, can I ask you a question?
No, answer my question. How do you know he knows everything?
Okay, well, basically, even if I go on and on, you have your point or fact, and
but you're not
really
answering my question, sweetie. You're not answering my questions. Okay, so
okay.
I don't think we're gonna get anywhere here. Do you eat animals? Do you eat animals?
No, I'm vegan.
You're vegan. Congratulations. That's great. I'm very proud of you.
Wait,
so now
can
instead
I ask
of
a question?
But you haven't answered my questions.
Okay, just a question. How did you become vegan? And what would you do if your children eat meat? This is my question.
Okay. Why did I? Well, this is a lot of questions, and look, I don't mind answering them, but I also have to pay attention over here on YouTube. Just give me a second, okay? So I have, okay, I just got a $10 super chat here, and the person writes, Luke 24:42. Now they're quoting the Bible. Okay, and the person writes, and they gave him a piece of broiled fish. Okay, why are you quoting a Bible? You know, the Bible is just peer pressure from dead people. The Bible is just, look, you know, you think you have a Bible? All kinds of religions have all kinds of Bibles and books. Why are you showing me something that I don't even believe in? Why are you trying to justify violence? Honored One, TF3. You paid $10 to come here to try to justify violence. It also says in the Bible, by the way, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal. You know what that means? Be vegan at every meal. Okay, Honored One -TF3. All right, be good, be kinder. All right, we have this other one. Someone writes, I have a question. Is there a recipe to make vegan ice cream? Yes. And my husband makes the best vegan ice cream. So you take a bunch of bananas and you take them when they're nice and sort of like slightly getting a little bit brown, you know, on the outside. And you peel them all and you break them into pieces and you put them into your freezer, in a big bowl in your freezer. About 3 bananas per person. Okay. Then you're going to be putting them in a blender after they're frozen. So you put them in a blender with a little bit of soy milk and a huge spoon of cocoa powder, or if you want it to be cinnamon flavored, you can put cinnamon with turmeric. And you blast that thing. And you need, you know, some of the blenders break. But we have a pretty good one. Even our blender, which is a Vitamix, sometimes just like, oh my God, these blenders are so frozen. So you just have to be patient, you know. But we have one of those things where you plummet. What is it called? Plunge. It's like a plunger. So you put the plunger at the top of the blender and you go bzzz, and you do that, and then it becomes so good, and it doesn't even taste like bananas. And then you can put walnuts on top. Oh God. You can put blueberries on top. You know, it is so healthy. In fact, you could feed your child this type of homemade vegan ice cream every single morning for breakfast. How cool is that? Right? That's amazing. You know, I absolutely love your question. SSL, you're going on the Vegan Fantastic side. SSL. Check mark for you. All right, Z.
Hey.
I still have a bunch of more super chats to respond to over here.
Okay.
If you have a really quick one, you can ask me.
Okay. My question is, what would you do if your children eat meats, or your grandchildren?
Why would they? Why would they hurt animals?
I don't know. I'm just wondering, like, are they vegan as well? And
Of course,
what
my
did you
children are vegan. Why would they hurt animals?
Even your grandchildren,
Of course.
the one who was just born?
Well, the one is just born is being breastfed by my daughter, and my daughter's
Yeah.
vegan, and her milk is vegan because it is freely given and not stolen.
Well, what would you do if they ate meat? Like, would you not speak to them or something?
That's never going to happen. I'm not going to deal with that hypothetical. It's not a concern of mine. Why would my kids be cruel?
When did your how did
Just hold on one sec, okay? Okay, yeah, you've been here a really long time, but just let me go to the next. Okay, we have somebody named Jackie, who writes, honest question, do you support cannibalism? What kind of a question is that? Why are you asking me something like that? Why would I or anyone else want to eat another person? Look, if you're in the middle of the Antarctic or you're in the Arctic, your plane crashes on a big hill, okay, and you have no choice and you have to eat Joe, okay, go ahead and eat Joe if he died. But otherwise, no. It's so silly. You know, humans are animals too. Okay, life or death situation's different. All right. Okay, now somebody named VR Girl gave a $4.99 tip and writes, by the way, people kill animals and eat them. So animals' population doesn't overgrow and take over human population. By the way, people kill animals and eat them. Well, people are killing the animals that they breed into existence in the first place. And that's evil and cruel. Okay? I don't think that you would like to happen to you what happens to the mother cows. The mother cows are tied up and then they're forced to be pregnant. That's rape. That's sexual assault. It's not okay. Not at all. Then they steal their milk. That is terrible. Who on earth would want to steal the milk that belongs to an innocent cow? It's terrible. Okay, don't do that. Be kinder. Oh, somebody's name is Carnivore. Z, we have a carnivore over here. Should I bother to read it?
I mean, yeah, because you need to respect everybody's opinion. Because I'm vegan myself, but I respect everybody.
Oh, you respect people who hurt others?
Well, everyone has their beliefs, and I
Really?
can't
So
really
if
go
somebody
ahead and
hurts you,
force people.
you still respect them?
Oh,
Oh, come on, you're full of it. You're just lying. Nobody believes you. It's just so ridiculous. And this thing, you know, anyway, that's enough. Thank you, Z, but that's enough with you. I'm going to go to somebody else. All right, we have a person named Carnivore 5846. I don't think I want to read what you wrote. Your name is Carnivore. Okay, I'll read it because it starts with the letter with Jesus. All right, I'll try. Jesus is my Lord and Savior and can be yours too. What do you mean he's your Lord and Savior? Jesus is dead. People murdered him. He's not your Lord and Savior. Okay, this just makes no sense. Jesus will give you peace. I don't need Jesus for peace. Okay, thinking about Jesus just makes me sad. Hey, you know what? Look at this. Look at this. When I moved into a new place, Look what I found in the closet above a door. Check this out, guys. Who would do such a terrible thing to an innocent human? His own father sacrificed him. It's so messed up. I don't get it. How can anybody think that religion makes any sense at all? It makes no sense. Poor Jesus. But isn't it cool? Did you guys notice something? He died on the cross and it looks like the letter T. So maybe he was sacrificed so that all of you could eat. What's a vegan food that starts with the letter T? Think about it. What's a vegan food that starts with the letter T? It's white, has loads of protein. You got it. It's tofu, tofu. Jesus died so you could eat tofu and save the animals. Look at this. Oh, sorry, Jesus. Didn't mean to put you upside down. There. You see? Oh, hold on. Jesus died so you could eat tofu. Don't eat animals. Be kinder than that. All right? Exactly. Okay, let's go to the next person here. Okay, I have a super chat here. This one is from Rad 10 Ray for donated $9.99 and writes, if humans are animals, then isn't it morally for us to eat them? What? That doesn't make any sense. Why would we eat somebody when we don't have to? Animals eat animals and they aren't evil for it. That's right, because they don't know better. They're like children. Animals are moral patients. We have the ability to choose right from wrong. Okay, so that's different. Animals can't. They are simply doing what they must. Yeah, that's right. Why would God make us omnivores if it's wrong? I don't know. It's a very good question. I don't think God is nice. I don't think he's kind. I don't think he's smart. That's my answer to that. We have another super chat here. The person is named The Clan Linder or something like that. Oh, hey. Hi over here on TikTok. I just noted Mush just joined. Hey, guys, keep on tapping on the screen. Thank you so, so much. All the little decorations here. I saw what you did, Matthew, with the little roses. That was really nice. And did you guys notice today? There are no rodeo hats. Isn't that awesome? No, but there are no vegan phobic people over here today. TikTok is just full of nice people. Yesterday on TikTok, on my live stream, I would turn it on and try to get somebody to talk, and they would start calling me the N-word, all this terrible stuff. Today, it's all nice people on TikTok. Thanks, guys, for sharing. Very sweet of you. Okay, so the person here named The Chan writes, you are still killing animals because you are taking their food. I'm not taking their food. Right? If you're sitting beside your brother and he has a plate of food, do I come there and say, why are you eating your brother's food? No. You have your food. Your brother has his food. The animals have their food. Okay? Got it? It's not really that difficult to understand. All right, next one. Another super chat here by Nick the Yeetist. Nick the Yeetist. Everything is very, unfortunately, guys, it's starting to glitch. I hate when this happens. It's really sad. It always seems to happen around the 48 minute mark or 40 minutes. But I'll keep reading your super chats anyway, if you want me to. Okay, it says here. Oh, not a Bible quote again. You know what? The only Bible quotes I want you to write here are, thou shalt not kill, and thou shalt not steal. That's it. Those are the only Bible quotes that matter. Don't kill innocent animals. Don't kill people. And don't steal from people, and don't steal from animals. Pretty easy, right? Don't steal their body parts. Don't steal a cow's milk. Don't steal a sheep's wool. Don't eat lambs. Don't hurt them. Don't steal from animals. That's it. Those are the only two Bible verses that matter. Thou shalt not kill, and thou shalt not steal. All the rest of it is bullshit. Well, that's not true. There's probably some other good things in there, like turn the other cheek, or, be kind, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. But there's a lot of really crazy stuff in the Bible. And also, I don't know which God you believe in. Do you believe in Allah? Let me know. All right, another $10 super chat over here. This person is Libra. Hey, I'm also a Libra, which doesn't mean anything, but anyway. Okay, this person writes, before the flood, people used to be vegetarian in Genesis. And then God told Adam and Eve to eat every herb bearing seed and every tree that has seed bearing fruit. So what you're saying, Libra love, is that we are meant to eat fruits and seeds, right? And return to the Garden of Eden, right? Which sounds a lot like the Garden of Vegan. Yeah, why would we hurt animals when we don't have to? Right, TikTok? TikTok's over here. YouTube's over here. Right, TikTok, you agree? Exactly. Oh, wait. What did you just write? Oh, thank you for saying that you love me. That is really nice. Hey, Brendan. I appreciate that. All right, let's go over here to my YouTube again. I just want to make sure I don't miss any of you guys. Hold on. No, this one. I don't know if I read this one. I think I already read that one. Rad. Okay, that one I read. Hold on. Got another one here. Libra, we read. And the next super chat is from Izandi, who writes, thank you for these. These are easy for me to see, the yellow ones, guys. So if you really want me to find them, that's very helpful. God created carnivorous animals so that herbivores do not overpopulate. Exactly. But you must have missed it when I said something, right? He fucked up. Because if vegans would have created the world, if we were in charge, we would make sure that all the animals, including us, die peacefully in our sleep at a given time to avoid overpopulation. Huh? Doesn't that make more sense? Yeah. Imagine having a world where there are no animals who hurt each other. They don't eat each other. And then we work it out so that everyone dies in their sleep. That's what vegans would have done. God really screwed up because he's either drunk, stoned. Oh, guys, no rodeo hats on my head. Stop it, guys. I was just saying how happy I was over on TikTok because you guys aren't being cruel. I don't know who did that, but don't put a rodeo hat on my head. I do not support the rodeo industry at all. Nothing but a cycle of misery. You rodeo people, you're the scum of the earth. Not only do you hurt horses, you abuse horses and cows, and then you bring your children to watch this spectacle of grown men and women abusing animals. It's sickening. You abuse children too. So don't ever put a rodeo hat on my head again. Put some fruit down here instead. Make the fruit dance on my desk, okay? There's also, you can put a giraffe on the screen. Lots of things you can do that are nice, TikTok. But don't do that. Be nicer. All right, let's look over here again at YouTube. I'm going to get to the next super chat here. I have one for $5. Oh, Libra. After the flood, God specifically told Noah, everything that lives, moves about shall be. No, Libra, you got it all wrong. Now you're looking at the quotes to try to justify your cruelty. What happened to you? I thought you were a kind person. Turns out you're not. Zeka writes, this is my last dough because I don't want to give you, okay, what are you talking about? Mocking excuse me. Mocking Christianity is very disrespectful. Why? Why is it disrespectful to speak my mind and to tell the truth? Why is that disrespectful? You know, I don't think it's disrespectful for you to say what you think, unless, of course, you're advocating for violence. Let's see what else you write. You think I'm being rude. Well, I think you're being rude if you are eating animals. What's more rude? Me asking you to stop hurting animals or you eating them when they didn't want to die? Huh? Think about it for a second, okay? Zika, you know that what you're doing is wrong. And you're here to try to justify violence, which is ridiculous. Okay, just be vegan from now on. Like the people over here on TikTok. Look at that. The rodeo hat stopped. That was really nice. I appreciate you for that. Let's go to the next one here. Another super chat here. This person is named Pirate Lord. Oh boy. I don't know if I should read a comment by somebody who's named Pirate Lord. You know, pirates are not nice. They steal. Vegans are against stealing. Pirate Lord. Now I'll read it anyway. Okay, somebody writes, oh, it's a really easy one by Pirate Lord. It's just like a quick sentence. It says, how do I call in? Oh, Pirate Lord, to call in, you have to go to my TikTok channel. The TikTok channel is called Music by That Vegan Teacher, which reminds me, I should get somebody to come in here. Somebody's name's Katie Vegan. Hi, Katie Vegan. How are you? Are you
I'm
kind?
good. What about you?
I'm good. Are you kind?
Yes, I am.
Good. How long have you been vegan?
For 2 weeks, actually, because of you.
For 2 weeks because of me. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. Very nice. I'm really happy that you're vegan and that you're out of the closet as a vegan and telling everybody, because the first rule of Vegan Club is that you should
Save the world.
well, okay. The first rule of Vegan Club is that you tell everyone that you're in Vegan Club. You tell everyone, I'm vegan now. And you tell everybody why you're vegan. And you say it because you're proud, because you are now going to try to undo the harm that you did before. Sound good?
Yes, I would like to read a card, if you wouldn't mind.
Absolutely. Okay. So hold on. Thank you guys for all the little super chats over here. We're going to read a card. Did you see my Jesus, by the way? Katie, did you see my Jesus?
Yes, I did.
This was inside I have a walk-in closet, and like I looked up one time above the door and I saw this Jesus there, and I thought it was a sign. Because look, this is like the letter T, right? And T is for tofu. Jesus died so we could eat tofu. How cool is that? Very cool. Okay, guys, thank you for the super chats over here on YouTube. I noticed that we're all flickery, unfortunately. I might have to restart over on YouTube. But you on TikTok, you want to read a card. Okay. Would you like to take a vegan promise to not drink cow's milk? I gotta find hold on, I gotta find my vegan promise card. Oh, here they are. Okay, guys, we have somebody over here who's promising to be vegan from now on. Isn't that great? Okay, let's have a chat here. Let's see. I'll put this card over here. Flipperoo. Sorry about my armpit, guys. There we go. Okay, yeah, thank you for the little super chat. Yes, it's true. Okay, somebody put one in blue, and yes, it is true that I was a nurse for many years, and then I became a school teacher. That's true. All right, can you read the thing okay that way?
Can you make it a little higher?
A little higher. Okay. There we go.
That's great.
Okay, so you go ahead. You read the whole thing.
My vegan promise, no more dairy. I, Katie, promise to stop consuming all dairy products because I don't want to be cruel to cows. Since I learned that the dairy industry is a cycle of kidnapping, sexual assault, torture, enslavement, and murder, I no longer want to buy anything that comes from there. I prefer to be kind, so I will only choose vegan options from now on.
Thank you so much for that. Katie, I'm so proud of you for taking that vegan promise. We're looking for other people to take vegan promises to stop abusing cows, to stop stealing from them. I'm going to take that card away. Guys, over on TikTok, I want you to tap on the screen and encourage Katie and tell her how proud you are of her. Katie, 1 second. I'm going to read this super chat here. Somebody wrote, somebody whose name is Vacuum Lover. Can you imagine naming your YouTube channel Vacuum Lover? Wouldn't you like to find out how they came up with that? Maybe they're a vacuum salesman person. I don't know. I will be vegan from now on, says Vacuum Lover. Yay! Maybe you can call yourself Animal Lover from now on. Or maybe you can call yourself Vegan Lover from now on. I mean, it is funny, the Vacuum Lover thing. You know what it reminds me of? Hey, Katie, did you ever watch that show called Friends?
No, actually.
No? Oh, it was a really funny show. Anyway, there was this one character. She was such a neat freak that in one episode, she's vacuuming her vacuum with another vacuum. Anyway.
Oh.
I know, it was so silly. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, vacuum lover, for saying that. I have another person here. Local Bad Boy donated $4.99 and writes, should moral standards override other common health goals like making muscle? You don't need to make that much muscle. Just need to be healthy. Don't need to hurt animals. Besides, you can build all the muscle that you need eating only plants. Today I was at a gym with 3 other people, a mom, a dad, and an 18-year-old daughter, and they were all super fit, all vegan. And my husband and I were there, and we're healthy. You don't need to hurt anyone. You can be kind from now on. Okay? Okay. All right, another super chat here. Shelly from Dandy's World says hi. Hi. Hi, Shelly. Thanks for coming. Thanks for the little donation here to help me. That's really sweet. You know what I'm going to do with your $5 donation? I'm going to buy some cranberries because we ran out. All right? So I'm going to buy some cranberries that are sweetened with apple juice, and I'm going to sprinkle them on my chia seeds oatmeal, and I'm going to think about you, okay? Because that was really nice of you. Thank you so much, Shelly. Okay, somebody writes, this person named Drake paid a $10 donation and writes, if you needed insulin, you stick by your principles and just accept your fate. Or go, well, insulin can be made without using pigs now, so that's not really a concern. And besides, remember that, wait, what are you writing about PETA down here? Lame justification to use like one of the past heads of PETA. I don't know what you're talking about. The past heads of PETA. PETA stands for People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, and that's an organization that has saved millions and millions of animals from harm. I don't think that there's anything that you should be saying bad about them. You know, of course, every organization might have a few people in it on occasion that things happen, but, you know, that's not necessary. I support PETA. Another super chat here. Okay. Oh, yeah, I got that one already about being vegan. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. I'm so sorry, YouTube, that it's all glitchy. I don't know why that happens. It makes me sad, actually, because I wanted to stay. The person donated $4.99 and wrote, did you just write something vegan phobic? I'm not happy you wrote that. You wrote that chicken wings are really good and you don't want me to mock God because he loves and supports you. Chicken wings belong on chickens, okay? God doesn't support you if God's good. For sure, Jesus doesn't love you. You just wrote something really mean down here. Don't need animals. TikTok, stop with the rodeo hats on my head. Come on, I was all happy that we didn't have any for a while. All right, YouTube, unfortunately, I'm going to have to go because it's all glitchy, but thank you so much for being here, guys. If you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you do right now because we are going to be going live again tomorrow, and you won't want to miss it. And if you want to say something to me, that's the time. Don't hurt animals, okay? Tofu doesn't scream.